Identify your passion. So I don't know if there's a lot of first semesters here. Become the best version of yourself. Start setting some goals. Figure out what the heck it is you want to do when you graduate. Because a lot of times I kind of just sat there and I was like, what do I want to do? And it took a while. Learn as much as you possibly can. Focus on relationships, not just schoolwork, right? Start networking, start speaking with people, open up a little bit more, create some dialogue. Build yourself and not just your resume. Work on your personable skills, your overall behaviors and habits. Don't just focus on the academics. That's obviously one element of graduating and progressing or progressing to the next level, but that's not just the overall component. Don't be too quick to specialize as well. And it's kind of to my last point where you guys can really branch off to really different levels in the industry right now. Like jobs are just being created. 8 years ago, there was no social media manager. It was kind of the guy who did the marketing, who did the flyer, who had a Facebook account, who could help you with some Facebook ads, right? But now things are getting more specialized. Sometimes it's good, but you don't want to be able to limit yourself right away. Kind of feel out the different options, see where you want to level set with yourself, and then once you figure out your overall identity and the passion of what you want to pursue, maybe kind of gear towards that afterwards. Don't wait to figure out life after college. Start now. That is very important, folks, because I know firsthand I took a while to do that. And, again, it's that whole progression thing. Spend some time learning on how to communicate. Be confident in yourself. Understand that the abilities that you're going to get from Humber College are enough to actually get you into the real world and get you a job.
So for first semester students, start doing your internships now. Start looking for employment. You're gonna get a lot of internship opportunities. Just look online. There's tons of people that want you to do free work for them. And it sucks. You won't get paid, but you'll get that experience, and experience trumps a degree in my sense. So get that experience, get that knowledge, meet people, and that will help you when you graduate. And you might think it's far from now, but start now because you want to gain that experience. It took me a year after school of just working internships and working for free and building myself up before I could get a job. So start now. That's definitely a good advice. And pay attention in class, because everything I've learned in Humber, I've used in the real world. As like I said, professional selling, I didn't think I would need. Accounting, I didn't think I would need. Law, I didn't think I would need, but now I know how to read a contract properly. Now I know how to, run my business properly because I learned all those skills.
So, first semester students, treat it like a job. Surround yourself with complimentary group members. That doesn't mean you're friends. Sometimes you need to be working with people that have sets of skills and they have a drive to do it. And then think about why you're here. Are you here because you were told that you got to do something or you got to move out and get a job? Or are you here because you're actually interested and you have goals and you have a vision and you want to be doing something and you have a why you're here? Build a narrative vision for your career. I'm not a I'm not an internet marketing consultant. That's not my narrative. My narrative is to make sure small businesses have all the tools they have to succeed and don't fail just because they didn't see it. And don't make excuses, take responsibility. You could say over and over in your head, there's no jobs, there's no openings. I can't do, my resume doesn't look good enough. I'm really tired today. I don't think I could do it. I'll just go back to what I was doing. Just get out there, stop making excuses, and you gotta do it. No one's gonna help you do it. You're not gonna get mothered through it. It's tough, but you gotta do it.
Third semester student, the first thing, do not add people in your LinkedIn because you're a friend to them. This is not a Facebook. Add people in your LinkedIn because they are from your industry you want to work in, or they are in your professional network. I might have 1,000 friends on my Facebook, but in my LinkedIn I have 350 people, connections, to say the right word, right? So because when a recruiter go on your LinkedIn profile and every single job you apply, remember that recruiter is gonna visit your LinkedIn profile 100%. 100% they'll be visiting your profile. It should look same as your resume. You cannot have two different kind of information on your LinkedIn and on your resume. Need to be the same, clone to each other. And then 2011, when OCMC came in, that changed my life. I took part. I was not lucky enough to be. I mean, I was not like. I wouldn't say I wasn't lucky enough. I couldn't dare to be a part of that because I was scared. But I wanted to be a part of that somehow. So I went to Christina and asked, like, how could I be a part of that? And she advised me that why don't you be a volunteer there? And that 2 days has given me the best. Where I met the first grades give back. I met Natasha there. Then a lot of people from this industry, from this marketing thing, I met there, made good connections over there, and then I understand like how important it is to network. I realized during that thing.
Don't be afraid to take a small role. Don't be afraid to start in that little intern role or that little part-time job, or maybe they're not paying you enough and you're like, crap, I really want that big job, because it's these little small opportunities that eventually lead to bigger ones, So I would say don't be afraid to take something small, but keep focused on your end goal. Like, keep focused on what you're going for, and then eventually the journey will take you there. The Career Center was my go-to. That's where I found my job at Gourmet Express. It's where I was able to get more information on the internship with Round 5 in the UFC. That was my go-to spot to just find out, well, what are people looking for? What can I do? What's the offering? Join the Humber experience, coming to events like this, joining the OCMC, participating in the classroom projects, being part of the movement, because it really is a movement. Being part of the movement kind of opens you up to all sorts of different opportunities. And that was something that I realized while I was a student here. And it's hard work. It's hard work, because it's a very competitive industry. So you definitely have to make sure you stand out, and you have to be committed. You have to do the hard work. It's not going to come very easy. So definitely hard work was something that was part of the program, really. Self-learning, part of being in events like this and coming here and hearing about how people are actually doing well in the industry, you're learning about maybe a new program or a new process or a new job type, and doing that self-learning is very important. Google is everybody's best friend. You Google, you learn, watch demos, because when you walk out these doors, it's important that you walk into an interview, you walk into a company with basic knowledge of, I don't want to say everything, but key things. And, there are only so much that you can learn in the classroom. It's important to kind of extend that knowledge outside of the classroom. And be persistent, be creative. It's important, especially as marketers, we are allowed to be a little bit eccentric. We could be a little creative. That allows you to kind of stand out in the crowd and in the masses. And of course, I can't forget the continued support that I did get from my teachers and my colleagues here at Humber. Definitely contributed to the success that I had here.
Just because you're in school and you think you're going to get a diploma, you are going to get a diploma at the end of it if you pay your parking tickets. But if you get your diploma, it doesn't mean you're going to get guaranteed success. You have to plan. What's the next steps? I mean, even if you're second, third year, whatever it is, you need to know, okay, what's the next game plan? And if you're not, you shouldn't be waiting until you're done school to look for a job. Start looking ahead of time, especially when you get to pick your courses. I mean, I did university and my MBA, and I was working full time. So I would work 9 to 5 during the day, and I'd be in school. I'm still in school, so still 6 to 11 o'clock at night. So I picked my classes all in the evening and weekends. Yeah, it sucks, but you know what? It's what I wanted to do. So I had to plan in advance. I knew, okay, I need to start looking for a job. And I wasn't even done the Humber College yet, but I knew that, okay, I had 2 years to go. Let me start applying now, because odds are it's going to take you some time to get it. You want to get ahead. You want to get a job sooner, because you can figure it out. And I was lucky enough that I was able to do night classes. I might not have liked every night class that I got, but you can do these things and prioritize your schedule to get a job, to get ahead of the curve sooner.